Rachel Riley is dead. Well, she met her untimely demise, actually.
Has anyone else ever died on Big Brother? No, like, legit. I'm trying. Have they ever had anything where someone died before?
Like, mid-season?
Oh,
No.
wait! Dan.
Well...
It's Dan, right?
You're thinking of Dan's funeral.
Yes! Yes!
It was just his funeral.
But Rachel didn't die. It was... I mean, Rachel did die. Okay, unfortunately, Kamu was flopping, and I saw potential there, but it seems... I feel like it's hard to get in
How
with
much
the
of the
crowd.
feeds have you been following?
You know...
Have you been watching any of the feeds yet?
A little, well, just like last night, a little bit. So the only thing that happened on Unlocked was D coming out.
The only thing that happened on Unlocked was Taylor Hale and Derek Levasseur went back in time to save Rachel.
I should watch
it. And then D came out.
I love Derek.
Taylor Hale went into like the green rooms that the house guests were in, like right before they were sent in. She asked Mallory how she was feeling, and Mallory was like, I had nightmares.
Mallory's flopping too.
Like, yeah, that's normal. What were the nightmares about? Oh, well, it was a nightmare that I was cooking meth, and then all of the other house guests were zombies, and they were chasing me. Huh?
Huh?
What?
Okay,
they're playing Mallory up to be like... They're editing her up to be, like, kind of weird. And
well, now they have all the material, because now she's...
Yeah, I think there's some method to that. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about every single person vibe check right now? Pulls out Capri Sun.
Welcome to the Channel to Be Named Later podcast.
That really rolled off the tongue.
I'm Jasmine.
That was good. I'm Morgan. Hi.
We're talking Big Brother.
Big Brother
28.
Big Brother 28, and the first one we watched fully was Big Brother 16. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And even then, I still feel like a fake fan because all of the way older ones were better.
Yeah, I've tried to watch like two. Yeah. I tried to watch one. You can't really watch. Sorry, I don't know. I've
watched like a bunch of like how this person won the game.
Yeah, I have watched a lot of those.
A lot of like the YouTube Big Brother history,
like the best moment ones, or like I usually just watch those of like my favorite people. Like give me the compilations of my favorite people. But I have watched like the strap videos. So those are our credentials. We're fans. Who's your favorite Big Brother player ever? Yeah. Who are your favorite, like, few, like, of seasons you actually watch? Like, don't just be like...
That's, like, actually where it gets interesting because, like, the main seasons I watched, as you know, were 16 through 19 and a little bit of 20.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got so used to all of, like, the people that they brought back in those seasons.
Right.
That once it was actually a slate of all new players... I just stopped being interested, and I came to realize that I, like, was getting used to the main characters.
One of my favorite... I talked about this last time. I liked Paul. Okay, also I'm thinking now, a lot of people are like, season 16 was just like a steamroll and really boring, but I think... Yeah,
season 16 was like one of the first ones that had like the big power alliance.
Yeah, anyways, we're just blah blah blabbing on our love of Big Brother.
You had a talking point, though.
I did have a talking point. I did have a talking point. So
what do you think of this?
Yeah, let's vibe check. I think this is a
what do you
good
think
cast.
Of these people?
In like cast overall, I think this is good. I'm hopeful because there aren't a lot of people that have me like no vibes at all. Because I feel like a lot of seasons they'll cast people and a good third chunk of them I'm getting no personality that I can like relate to, that I can be like or like not relate to, like people that you feel like know you're gonna dislike a lot, still entertaining. But you know, a lot of the times it's a lot of the people you just get no vibes and then they're gone right away. I think Jason is my top pick to win. I think. Because
to win. Really?
Jason is my top pick to win because I think Jason can really get along with literally everyone, and like I feel like everyone would want Jason on their team.
Yeah.
Because he's also like big and athletic too. And I feel like you can tell he's intelligent and just kind of
for a lot of
social chameleon.
For like a decent amount of this morning, Jason and Rome were just working out. They were
I love
just
it.
like out in the backyard lifting weights.
I love it.
And the cameras were on them for a long time.
I love to see it. Gonna have to look that up later. You pick on some people now. I picked on a couple. I can keep going, but
On the day that the house guests were revealed, I took one look at Drew and his intro thing, and I was like, that guy is definitely not going to win. That was before I knew anything about him. But the more I learn about him, the more I feel like I am going to eat my words. Which is literally what I said. Cause Morgan, I sent you a text, like, at the moment when that part of the reveal happened.
yeah, you said he's giving pre-juror.
I said, in case I have to eat my words later, Drew BB28 is definitely not going to win. I was like, let me log this. Because he's definitely not gonna, and like maybe he won't win, but like he knows his Big Brother ball. He's seen a ton of the same like YouTube content we were just talking about, like the strategies that the winners use to win the game. Feeds content. He's aligning himself really well with the veterans.
Yeah, oh, he's in that crowd.
Oh yeah, he is like in with Devins. I'm like, I am here for this.
I said that's technically spoiler.
Eh.
Yeah.
A bunch of like the Big Brother media people had their own questions for the house guests before they went in, like around the same time that they did the Brovial, I'm assuming. Mike Bloom had them all name their favorite players, or like players whose games they want to emulate, which former house guests they identify with the most, either strategically, competitively, or personally. So Ashley, we like Ashley, right? She's like, seems like she'll be fun.
Like
I kind of an airhead. But
I found her a little bit annoying, but I feel like I'm gonna grow to like her, especially if her and Barrett are best friends.
Right, yeah. Her recognizing that she was kind of an airhead was like a green flag. When you're self-aware, that's good.
Yeah. I don't know. I think she might end up being a favorite of mine, but right now I found her a little annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But I also share the Valley Girl voice with her, so we have that in common.
So she said it's gonna teeter the line between Rachel Riley or Brittany Haynes.
I guessed Brittany in my head before you said that.
Yeah, those are the vibes.
I said that. That makes me excited for her.
Barrett, our boy, Blue Sky's boy.
I'm literally falling in love with Barrett. Sorry.
Also Brittany Haynes. Then he said Izzy from season 25. From, like, she got really close with Sharif Fields from Survivor. And they were, like, low-key running the game, but then people caught on to that because they were kind of being a little too, like, obvious about it. And that this could be just, like, a horrible explanation. So, sorry. But, she got, like, evicted wearing this pig onesie.
Gotta love those evictions, man.
Chuck is next. I get weird vibes from Chuck.
It's so hard to read people from what they look like, and because you just don't know. You don't know personalities. You don't know how outgoing people are.
I guess I do have one thing that I know about Chuck. Yash on the feeds was talking about how he's pretty sure he lost his job. And then Chuck was like, hey man, it's okay, because you'll get a lot of brand deals when we get out of here.
Which is true.
No, it's not.
It's not
Nobody
true.
does that.
No, that's not what I meant.
Zero people do that.
I just get where the thought was coming from, is what I'm saying.
The kind of thought you only have if you've never seen Big Brother.
Also because I just went on Tucker's Instagram and saw a bunch of him, like, modeling and going to shows and stuff. But he was... he's an exception.
Wasn't he already doing stuff like that?
Yeah, he was. Sometimes.
Yeah, no, I think it was like last night, or maybe even earlier this morning, where Chuck had to have it explained to him how veto works. So, like, this guy has no idea how to play Big Brother.
And should we be blaming that on them, or should we be blaming that on production?
Well, production recruits people all the time who didn't apply to be on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And if he has no idea how to play Big Brother, then that has to be the case. So his answer for the house guest that he like identifies with the most is Corey from season 18. Like Nicole's blonde himbo Corey.
You're kidding. Is it because he's like a cowboy and that's the only cowboy? He looked up Big Brother Cowboys.
Like 10 years ago now.
Corey did nothing.
I love the way he had that social strategy, and he also had a showmance. And if you notice, that showmance kind of carried him because Nicole won, obviously.
The showmance did carry him, but...
So I was telling you about this one, about Drew's pick. He picked Eric Stein from season 8, which is crazy choice. In the sense that, like, Eric still had a really good game, and it wasn't his game. He couldn't make any of, like, the biggest decisions that he wanted to make. He still was able to, like, stay on good terms with a lot of people despite being forced to vote against the people he wanted to align himself with. Haley said Janelle Pierzina.
Oh, by the way, my coworker is cousins with Janelle.
So, like, you basically know
I basically know Janelle.
Jason said, oh, well, he said Frankie, because Frankie's his best friend. Like, in real life.
Like, they're actually besties.
I want to do better than Frankie this time, but I don't have no big sister secret. I've been lying about who I am this whole time. Kamu said, you said Cody and Derek.
Yeah, I can see that.
Lyric, oh god, likes MJ from 26.
Okay, of course.
So, sounds like Lyric's gonna go to the end and then make the wrong choice.
I say it sounds like Lyric hasn't watched a lot of Big Brother.
Did you hear that, like, she was sleeping, like, in the same bed with Rome on night 1?
I did see her after, but I did see her before night 1 when he was showering. Like, I watched live and she was like gaga watching him.
No, not night 1 of the feeds, like night 1, like Tuesday night.
That wasn't, the live feeds weren't, oh my goodness, wow. This isn't Love Island, guys.
Hard eyes.
I watched that too.
Yeah. She was on American Idol. And she got ripped into by Katy Perry because she picked just like a cutesy song. And Katy Perry was like,
"Girl, you flew 10 hours to be cute and safe."
And I think there's an interesting like spin to that, where like being cute and safe doesn't work for like every competition show, obviously. Being cute and safe can take you really far in Big Brother.
Here's the other thing about, I feel like basically everyone in the house has a good personality, is I think there's potential for like multiple good alliances, you know, with different people and different assortments of people, instead of like all the popular people in one. And like I feel like everyone is like popular people, you know what I mean? Like it's not like one group is like the main characters. I feel like there will be a lot of different alliances, so that's why like Rome isn't in one yet now, right? But I feel like there is still potential for like break-offs and like, so that could also bring them further, because otherwise I'd be like, okay, there's that, they're not in the main alliance, they're going, you know.
Yeah, there's already like a lot of that going on. There's like Mallory, Melody, and
you need to update me on
and
this.
Like Jason and Lyric, and there's gonna be some account that does the alliance charts. But it's like they're over there, and then it's like Lala and Haley and Taylor are all kind of like on the outs over here, and like the guys are over here. But then it's like Barrett and Drew and Angela and Devins and Dee, it seems like. Like, I don't know if it's like all 5 of them at the same, but they're all like in the same like
I heard that too.
Airspace, basically.
I like that grouping too, but then there's so many good people that aren't in that alliance that it's like, okay, now they're gonna go do something.
Yeah,
you know.
When there's like clashing drama between the two sides, which there already was at the nomination ceremony, which is obviously not on the feeds, and that won't ever be on the feeds. We only just get to hear about the fallout from that. But we'll get to that.
Okay, so here's a quick recap of what happened on the first episode. We went through, we talked through all the people. There's lots of people, lots of interesting people. And now, They go into the Big Brother house. Remind me, what happens? They need to go back in time. Why do they have to go back in time? Because Enzo's a scientist and it's not going well, and his time travel laser got messed up, so now all the house guests need to go back in time to bring back some other house guests, because there's only 14 people went into the house, but there's gonna be more. So they go back in time. They go back to, like, the 80s for, like, they go back to the 80s in a mall, and then there's a little girl there, and then when they come back, the little girl was actually Angela from season 26.
Well, those were comps. You can't just not talk about that they were comps and somebody won them.
That was a comp. Somebody
talk
won
about what that was for. They go back to the 80s to the mall, and it's Mallory, Camus, Rome, and Latrice, and they're doing the balancing thing with the objects from I mean, they do it a lot, but the last time they did it was 27, right before they blew up the Mastermind's secret hideout or whatever. Rome won that, and then he delivered a letter to this sassy mall store clerk. And so they went back to the present, and I guess in the letter was like, show up at the Big Brother house in 2026.
And she did, and she kept her promises.
And everyone was like, "Oh my God, it's Angela!" And
I was
we're
too.
like, "Oh my God, it's Angela!"
Yeah, everybody is. There's mixed feelings online everywhere. People love it, people hate it, whatever. We're gonna get some good TV
Well, it
out of
depends
it.
on literally where you go on the internet.
It does, yeah. But either way,
because like
we're
Facebook
gonna
hates
get good TV.
her, and Instagram hates her apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But Blue Sky likes Team Fun Feeds.
Team Puppies.
I kind of didn't like Angela in 26, but I also had some unresolved feelings. Yeah.
This is not a therapy podcast.
Welcome to the Therapy to Me Name Later podcast.
This is not the therapy. This is not talking with people.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Talking with People.
This is Big Brother Sisters.
Latrice was the first one to, like, hug Angela when she went in the door.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, 30 seconds later, she says to whoever's standing next to her, I didn't see who it was, she was like, now, good thing we have someone to evict first.
Was that her?
Like, literally, as Angela was there saying hi to everyone, yeah.
That was Latrice? I didn't...
Yeah.
But of course they had to give her the Paul first week immunity, you know. Or no, did Angela not...
Well, no.
Angela didn't get immunity. I'm jumping ahead of myself.
The people they're bringing back don't have the immunity. It's whoever won that competition has immunity for the week.
Yeah,
so it's
okay,
Rome.
never mind.
And then Comp 2, they go to the jungles of 2018, and it's Taylor, Chuck, Haley, and Drew. Chuck wins that competition. It's like a plank board maze thing.
Who is so bad at that? Haley? Haley was so bad at that. Like, she did not go anywhere. That's one of... You know how you watch every competition, you're like, I would do so much better than them at that. I would do so good. That was one where I was like, I would kill that. I would do so good at that.
I feel like when you're in the moment, though, it's different.
Well, obviously.
Like, we're seeing it from, like, a high angle.
Obviously. No, it's like when you watch the Olympics and you're like, if only I had, I would be...
I'm sure it looks much different from the ground. Chuck won, and he delivered a letter to the guy who hosts Survivor, Jeff Probst. I think that's how you say his name. I never watched Survivor.
Cancel.
But yeah, he delivers the letter to Rick Devens, and then he comes in. Everyone's like, whoa, what? You know, the way they are with all these people. Angela's excited to work with Devins. She's like, good that it's not just me in here. And while everyone's like, wow, this is super cool, Jason is like, wow, this is super cool. And then he immediately just, like, lyrics walking past him, and he's like, we cannot trust that guy.
Oh,
like,
really? Okay. He must have watched
immediately clocks it.
That's funny.
And they're still, like, in the same circle of the house together, Jason and Lyric, or, like, in that side, basically. No, I feel like we've got, like, 3 or 4 sides of the house right now.
That's awesome. I love it when it's like that. And then I want some of the sides to intermingle, so then we actually have, like, 8 sides. Yeah. You know? That's when it's
No, yeah, we're already getting some of that, too.
Good.
Like, just from what I've been seeing so far.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next.
Comp 3, we go to 2010 to a Las Vegas bar, and I was trying so hard to think of how this applied to D, and I had no idea.
But it wasn't for D, it was for Rachel.
Yeah, we didn't know that, though.
We didn't, but...
We didn't...
But they were going back in time to get Rachel, so why would it need to apply to D?
I didn't know that Rachel was coming back, but we did know that D was coming back, so I was like, okay, this competition must be for... How was I supposed to know that a velociraptor would push Rachel into a volcano?
Some of us are just better.
You know? Lyric, Yash, Melody, and Jason, and they're, like, listening to a sound, like a conversation where they say the names of these 3 drinks a bunch of times, and they have to remember how many times
Oh,
the
right.
drinks were
Okay.
said.
I just remember what the competition was.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Jason won that. And, he brings back... It was like the door opened and then it cut to commercial. I was like, of course.
Yeah.
But, like, are they really gonna introduce... Because, like, I knew the whole time that they were going to introduce D on Unlocked, but I was, like, second-guessing myself the entire time. It's like, wait, are they gonna do it now?
Yeah,
Or-
I was confused because
or
you
they
had
actually
told
gonna
me
do it?
that. You told me she wasn't coming until, like, Friday.
That is what happened.
I know, you were right. But, like, in the moment, too, I was like, you said she wasn't going to be here yet.
Yeah. The Rachel fake-out was so funny.
It was really
so
funny.
I was like, there's no fucking way she's actually staying. And then she got a DR, and it was like, but wait.
Okay, and this is one of the moments where I don't like follow, because this is the first season I've ever, like, followed the feeds. It's an adjustment for me. I don't care if the reality TV is fake. I eat it up. I love it. So I've always been like, no spoilers. And that Rachel moment is one where I would have preferred to just watch it and see, like, been psyched out, because I would have been psyched out that she died. You know, I would have been like, what?
You would have actually believed that they brought her back.
I
again?
would have. Yeah.
After they took her out on a comp last season.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I would have, because they didn't. Well, I didn't watch last season, but I do know that they took her out of comp, but...
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I would have thought, yeah, maybe.
Season,
So...
I think last season was interesting.
Yeah, so, that's a point down for me on being a live feed watcher, but otherwise, whatever. I would have loved
There's
the
no
Rachel
such thing
moment,
as
but...
spoilers
I
when
know.
the live feeds are the show.
I know. Okay, now... What's next?
Yeah,
Rachel comes through the
Rachel
door
comes back
after
and
commercial.
everyone's, excited. Angela's excited again. And something that was revealed on the live feeds that I found out about was that Rachel pulled Jason aside sometime before the comp. She was like, "Do you like to play chess?" And she took him up to the like chessboard upstairs. And she was like, everybody makes their final 2s at the chessboard. Do you want a final 2 with me? I know you want a final 2 with me. And Jason just, like, has no idea what's going on. He's like, okay.
She just got to be so messy because she was
final
leaving.
2. And then she just leaves immediately. She makes the final 2 with him and then splits, and then they do the competition.
That's so funny. Okay, I saw that, but then I also saw that they said that she made an all-girls alliance, like, immediately, too.
She did?
That's what I heard. We can probably find out now, like, who it was, but I heard that she made a final 2, and then she made an all-girls alliance, and then she died.
There's no that's so funny. See, that is great.
Like, she just went in so hard.
She just speed ran Big Brother.
She... Go to everyone, like, would you use the video on me if I was black?
So they go to the hot tub the dining table time machine, and they go back to like the Jurassic period or whatever, and they're gonna do the HOH competition, which is just going to be between the 3 reality people. I want to say returnees, and I probably should. But
if you say reality people, Jason's a reality person. Jason's a reality person, so you can't just like be like the reality people, you know.
Like, if you squint, Lyric's a reality person, but like
yeah,
not
right.
Really.
So, anyways, they're in
Nepo baby.
They're in the Jurassic age, and then they're gonna play.
Yeah. So they're about to compete, And then fucking Velociraptor comes out and chases
what
Rachel
happened before
up
that?
the mountain
Because
into
before that, Julie was like, Rachel, how do you feel being back? And then this is when I clocked that she was about to die. I said she's gonna fall in the volcano.
about to die.
I guessed it. I told you that. I guessed that she was gonna fall in the volcano. Because Julie was like, how do you like being back, Rachel? And Rachel was like, I'm the queen. You guys better not come for me, because I'm gonna get you, and you better not come for me.
I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, Rachel said that, and I was like, oh, she's literally about to fall in the volcano or something, because there's no way she would be saying that. And then she did. So, yeah, that's what happened before. And because all the house guests were like, ooh, like, why is she saying this? This is awkward. And then, yeah. Anyways, Rachel's gone now. Then what happened? Spoilers.
Rachel's gone now, and then that was the end of the episode. Or, well, no, then Julie went and used the time machine to bring back someone else.
Someone else.
And that someone else, as we find out on Big Brother Unlocked, was, Dee from Survivor, and she's going around and she's, like, shaking hands with everyone, just, like, they're introducing themselves just, like, one by one down the line. And, back in, like, the studio with Taylor Hale and Derek Levasseur and Jerry O'Connell, and, like, they're a weird live audience, but, like, they were all definitely hired to be there. They're like, gosh, it's too bad that Rachel is dead. And Jerry O'Connell's like, wait, you guys have a time machine. Why don't you go back to save her? And Taylor and Derek, like, think about it. They're like, yeah, I guess we could do that. I guess we could save Rachel from dying. And then they go and they do it. Dee comes in, and Rome seems to be excited because she's a cutthroat player, like, excited to have her in the game. Drew is concerned because she is a cutthroat player, like, concerned about having her in the game. And then Latrice is like, wait, but you and Devins know each other, because they were both on Survivor 50. And they're like, yeah, but, like, they didn't know that either one of them were going to be there. But then Lala, she calls out loudly, but you're not supposed to know each other on Big Brother. But, like, this has happened before, so, like...
You're not supposed to know each other on Big Brother! Like,
this has happened
back.
Before, though. Where, like, not only that, like, people know each other, but that people, like, accidentally know each other, too.
Yeah. Dee, I saw one picture of her, and I put her on my draft team, my other draft team. One of my draft teams, because I was like... Dee has such winner girl boss energy. From a picture. She's got so much aura.
Well, she literally won Survivor.
No, Dee has so much aura. Like, I haven't even seen her in a video of her yet, and I can tell.
The thing that's going to be interesting, though, from my, like, limited knowledge of Survivor, is that Survivor rewards urgency, where Big Brother rewards patience.
Facts.
So it's going to be interesting to see these players who are, like, trained on, like, getting ahead of everyone else to have to, like, sit back a little bit
so they
more.
might make mistakes by just being a little too quick with it, a little too showing their cards.
It seems like that's not really, like, happening right now, but there's,
nothing's happened yet, you know?
Some, like, HOH and noms drama and stuff. The first little bit of drama happened when Devins came in, which this is something we saw in Unlocked also, where he's, like, shaking hands and, like, hugging everyone. And then Taylor went in for a hug and he just, like, skipped over her, I guess.
On accident, probably.
And she's, like, so shook about it that she, like, walks away. Like,
it was probably on accident.
Just, like, sits there upset. Yeah. So I'm just saying, I don't know how many people actually noticed that she had, like, left at that moment because she was upset. But that's, like, not a good look.
Her leaving?
Yeah, isolating yourself, like, that early, like
no,
hour two,
I think it's
whatever.
not a good look, because, like, I highly doubt that he blatantly skipped over her. Like, someone else probably called out to him, and he's like, oh, like, he probably didn't... No one would do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she just got butthurt about something that, it was easily explainable, like, okay, just hug him later. Like...
Yeah, for sure.
He definitely didn't do it on purpose, because who would do that on purpose, So I guess that's not. Maybe that's why she's on the block.
Also in Unlocked, we got a lot of like pre-game content from the house guests. Not only with like the visit that like Taylor did and stuff to all of their rooms, but also with these interviews with a dude called Intern Andy. And they were kind of funny because he asked Kamu, "Why aren't you wearing a shirt? And would you like my shirt?" And then intern dude was wearing an undershirt, but he like took off his like floral print whatever and gave it to Kamu, and he wore it for the whole interview. He asked Drew if he would give him a shout out, like shout out intern Andy during the show, and Drew was like, no. Yeah, it's just goofy stuff like that. I'm sure you gotta watch.
Okay, yeah, I haven't watched it.
I think Unlocked is actually gonna be watchable this time.
Okay.
And that's coming from someone who didn't watch it last season, and there was no impact to the watchability of the season.
Okay. Noted.
But yeah, there was that. And then we learned about the audience participation part of this season.
Tell me that. I didn't know that. You haven't told me that yet. I gotta know this.
I'm telling you that. This is me telling you that.
Yeah. Tell me.
It's called the BB Time Capsule. And it's that you vote for one of the house guests, and whoever gets picked gets to go in to do a challenge.
I love these things.
Where they will get either a prize or a punishment, I'm assuming, based on whether they win or lose this challenge. And each house guest can only be voted on once. So, like, they can only do it once. They can't do it a second time. It's going to go for the next 6 weeks. And voting for this first week is going to be open until next Friday. So I'm assuming it's like a Sunday reveal kind of thing.
Okay. I love this brand of audience interaction. I love it when we actually get to like make something happen, like in and someone gets to go do something. I'm trying to think of an example of like when this was done. I loved Team America in season 16. I thought that was so fun.
Yeah.
Like they flopped sometimes though, but like some of it was so good. They executed. So like that's another example. Like I love that type of audience interaction.
Just as long as it works, because there have been a lot of times where it just like.
Oh, you know what audience interaction fails. I didn't actually. I don't even know if it was. What
season
Tucker
19?
Tucker. Well, you can bring that up after.
Tucker?
You gotta. Tucker, when we gave him money anyway for messing up his challenge, like he totally screwed it up. He made his girlfriend cry, and we gave him like $15,000.
Love Tucker.
Like
yeah, that was dumb.
Okay, what's the season 19 one? Remind me.
No, season 19 was the Temptations thing.
Oh.
Where I think we voted for Paul to have like 3 weeks of immunity or something like that.
That shouldn't, that's not our fault. That shouldn't have been an option.
Was that something we voted for? Was that something that just happened?
I think that just happened. I don't think we voted for that.
Because we definitely voted for things that ended up rigging it. Paul definitely got something.
Paul got something, but I don't think we voted for him to get, I don't know. I don't remember, but yeah, that stuff kind of was bad too.
Jessica got the thing that like cancels the eviction.
Yeah.
And then Christmas got like a redraw of the veto picks.
I did not. Christmas is one of my least favorite. I'm not a fan of Christmas. I don't know. She's just annoying. Like, why did they keep her there after she broke her foot? She couldn't compete. Why did we carry her?
Remember when Paul rigged that one competitions, like, that was about running?
Yes, and Christmas.
So that Christmas would win, and then she did.
Yes. Yes, I do remember that.
He was like, hey, we're all gonna throw it.
Because this will be funny.
Then they all did.
Freaking crazy.
That was dumb.
Okay, is there anything else that you need to catch me up on? From lives?
That was pretty much it. And then, like, D came in and the HOH comp started, and then the HOH comp is going to end on the Sunday episode. Is this where we go into our fantasy draft, or are we going to talk about all of the first impressions?
We're not talking about our fantasy draft today. We don't have time. You can put that in later if you want.
What do you mean we don't have time?
We already recorded our draft.
Yes. So this is the part of the podcast where we are going to show how we picked our fantasy league. And that is something that
Transition
we did last night.
to that.
And we're going to show it to you now.
Please use that.
Okay, so we gotta figure out who's gonna go first.
Oh, let's just rock, paper, scissors. Are you recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh, are we rock,
We're
paper,
gonna do
scissors?
this- Well, yeah, to see who
I
goes
really
first.
want to win this because I feel like, actually, I don't think you're gonna pick who I want first. So I don't.
Well,
I think I know the first two who are going, no matter what. But
I know
okay.
I know which two I want to pick
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Okay.
Rock,
paper,
paper,
scissors, shoot. Rock,
rock,
paper,
paper,
scissors, shoot.
shoot.
Yes! Let's go.
Pick first.
There are absolutely better the number one draft picks on this board than Barrett, but dude, I like his energy. I love that he's like already like a big live feeder and like a podcaster. I'm like, this guy is literally one of us. He was literally like, I'm gonna be a cam talker. I'm gonna be telling you guys exactly what's going on in my brain. And the hope is that CBS lets us look at that, because there's a chance that they will just cut away from that.
I did like that man's aura. I feel like he's just. I
He's
really
got
would
good
for the people that
vibes.
like feel chill. Like if I were there, I would get along with them.
Winner POV.
I actually feel like it's gonna take him further that he's really tall. I don't know. It just
that
it
he
gives
is tall.
quality. It gives a certain quality about a person, where because he's very similar to Quinn, but Quinn was short, and I feel like that made you a little bit more. I don't know. I trust really tall people. I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
And so with that, I'm going to pick Jason.
Jason. Damn.
I think Jason's gonna go really, really far. I really
No,
do.
for
Because
sure.
Jason's so, to say personable again, I think Jason's so personable. It's just trustworthy. I feel like that there's some people that you talk to and you will just really believe they're on your side in a conversation, and I got that. Just very.
I mean, listen,
very
he's literally a
good.
girl's girl. Like,
yeah, but he's also like the most handsome drag queen I've ever seen. You know, just. Yeah, I don't know. I just really feel like Jason's gonna go really far. Like that's probably my biggest pick for like they're gonna go really far.
No, he's definitely a contender. I thought it was
No, and
hilarious in the first episode how they didn't let him say her last name, Selena S. Titties.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because it's not Drag Race.
Uh-huh.
All right, that being said, who is your next pick?
Okay, well, you didn't pick D, so I'm swooping in for D.
Okay.
Everybody, I'd never seen Survivor, so I don't know anything about Dee or about Rick Devens, but she's got a good vibe, and like Sean likes her, and everybody seems to think she's already got the house on lock, and this only minorly affected why I wanted to have her on my team, but she's already the first HOH. Yeah.
Okay. I am taking Lyric.
Yeah.
She's gonna be a little, I don't know. I was gonna say chameleon, but I feel like Jason's gonna be a chameleon in like every single alliance. She's just another baddie. Her like stereotype too generally goes far. Like they kind of get carried a little bit. I mean, they're active, but they kind of get carried a little bit pretty far. Who are you picking next? I feel like
I'm picking Drew.
Why? I feel like you were trash talking Drew.
No, listen, all that stuff that I said about him definitely not going to win, I am already eating my words. He is a Big Brother G. Everything I learn about him is just he's a bigger and bigger Big Brother fan. Like, I think his just outward persona is a really good mask for how, like, good of a player I feel like he's gonna be. How well he's gonna be able to hide that he knows what he's doing.
I think that's a questionable pick. I don't know if it's gonna... Because I don't know. I don't see him, like, meshing with the other people in the house. And that's important. I'm taking Mallory. Typically, I feel like her stereotype doesn't go to the end. But I think they're really... In her interview and stuff, I feel like they made her dress all nerdy. I mean, I don't say made her dress all nerdy, but she was dressed more, like, nerdy and whatever. But I don't think she's really, like, the nerd, you know? Like, yeah, she's got more going on. I feel like there's more like personality.
You've seen like her Instagram and stuff, right?
I haven't, no.
Well, she's not the glasses wearing dork in like literally any of her social media presence. I don't know why
That's
she
what I
played
didn't, and
herself up that
I
way.
didn't get that vibe, so I was like, I think she's gonna be a lot more, like, girl
No,
looks like she
she's
can hang.
actually
She
smart.
seems like
She's
she
not a
can hang.
Kelly.
Yeah, yeah, I would, like, that's why I'm saying I think she's gonna go really far, because there's a lot going on there.
Hmm.
I think more than just, like, that stereotype.
I think I'm gonna go Taylor. And here's the thing. I personally don't really see that much there in the sense that like she said she's a school counselor and then also said she has bad conflict resolution skills. But I feel like people are just going to like her and like align with her and just bring her pretty far.
Okay. I'm picking Kamu, and I'm gonna explain that.
Okay.
One, somebody said in a comment I saw that he reminded him of Paul. And I was in fact a big Paul fan. Not so much in his second run.
I've seen people
Just
say he's like Paul and Tucker.
yeah, and I was a big Tucker. You know, I say I'm a Quinn fan now, but I did jump ship from the Tucker train
Mhm.
after Tucker went. I was a full Tucker fan until Tucker left, and then I was a Quinn fan. But I don't know, I like Kamu because I was a really big Paul fan. He does remind me of him a little bit, just less of a raspy, loud voice. He's really calm. Like I feel like there's a good calm demeanor there. I think he's gonna go far. Unless
Mhm.
he somehow makes some enemies right away, which I don't think so. I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah. Well, okay. At some point, someone's got to pick Angela. I gotta go for Angela. Gotta go for mother. Cause like
I don't think it's possible for Angela to win.
no, but everything I've heard like from her since she left 26 is that she recognizes that she was paranoid, like extremely paranoid her first time around. Like she knows what not to do now. You know what I mean?
I think she's just gonna be just as bad.
I don't think she'll be just as bad, but if she sees some bullshit, she's still gonna call it out. But I think she'll be smarter about it this time.
The people of Instagram were hating that she was
I bet they
new.
were. I bet Facebook's even worse, but team fun feeds.
Oh, for real. Okay, I who am I gonna pick? I don't want to pick you. I'm gonna pick Chuck.
You're gonna pick Chuck?
I liked Chuck. It depends on who he becomes friends with. I will
Yeah,
say.
there's something off about him, but if he gets in with the right group.
Well, I don't really know his personality yet. It could go either way. But yeah, I think it really depends. If he gets in with the right group, I think he can go really far.
Mm-hmm. Why am I between Devons and Rome right now? Why do I actually want to pick that fucker?
Yeah, and like I feel I don't know. I'm kind of with you there actually.
I don't know what it was about watching Rome finish his balancing challenge and hitting the button and just standing there, arms crossed, turned away from his thing for the whole 10 seconds.
Yeah.
That was just
yeah.
the campy chaos that was hilarious. I was
It
like,
was.
wow, fuck you, guy. But in a good, I'm laughing way. I hate that guy.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah?
Kind of giving Sporticus. A little bit. Are you getting that?
He did say he wanted to be a warrior for the betas and submissives. And you know what? I think I'm gonna hold him to that.
Okay, so you picked Rome.
Yeah.
Now I gotta pick one more.
Yeah.
I just don't like I'm thinking Rick, but I don't know. I don't want to pick Ashley because she annoys me, but out of all the people that are left, I think Ashley will go the furthest.
Mm. Rick would be my number 7.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm going with Rome over Rick. Like, I'm not happy about it, but also I'm gonna do it.
Also, I think Rome might go further. It depends. It really
Yeah.
depends on whether or not Angela gets the ick from him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm like okay with my team.
Yeah, I'm good.
I think mine's gonna beat yours.
Well, I think mine's gonna beat yours.
Oh, no, I think
What else do I say to that?
So we do that,
Yes.
and then what's next?
Oh wow, wasn't that draft exciting? Thanks, guys. But no, I do want to talk a little bit about our draft picks. Are you second guessing any of yours?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
like
no,
I'm not gonna change mine, but I'm second guessing them. Let's talk about how we're.
I'm not second guessing them. But they are kind of flopping. Like mine that I'm second are Mallory and Kamu, but I still have faith in them. I think Mallory is
Yeah.
more emotional than I thought she was gonna be. Because
there is a good point to that. We'll talk. We'll talk
Okay,
about
you
that
can
when
tell
we
me
get to the
that
feeds.
because I don't know a ton about it. I just know that she was being a crybaby about getting nominated. Kamu, if he gets in with the right people, I think he can still do good. So I'm not changing any man.
I am second guessing not picking Devon's.
Well, you can't
Picking
because you were
Rome
pretty
over
solid.
Devon.
You
Well-
really thought about it too, so you can't change.
I have Barrett and Drew and Angela, and they're all working
You're
together.
already
And if I
stacked.
had Devon's too, and I have D. Oh my god, I almost had all of them.
But you don't want to have your team everyone on the same alliance.
Yeah,
Then you'll
I'm
lose.
I'm not changing it, but I have qualms with my choices. Taylor isn't really all that close with anybody yet.
Oh, you did pick Taylor, didn't you?
She's kind of on the outs right now. She's like slowly starting to make inroads, but not as quickly as others.
Well, we each have a pick on the block right now.
Yeah.
Next,
Spoiler zone. It's time for the spoiler zone for, spoilers. The Big Brother spoilers. Which are in air quotes because they don't really exist. But for those of you who choose to consume the show in a casual way, these are where
you're triggering me because it's not casual.
This is where the feed talk starts.
You're not a casual just because
that
you don't
is-
watch live.
That is what it means to be a Big Brother casual, though.
Well,
Is to not watch the feeds.
okay, fine. I won't
That is
argue.
Big Brother lingo.
Whatever.
Now we can talk about, the meat of what's been happening over the last couple days, which are, the HOH and the noms and the veto, which is already done as we're recording this. Those.
Oh,
the
I don't
feeds
know who
came
won
back
the
up
veto.
from the veto a couple hours ago.
So you get
Yeah.
to like tell me as I don't know.
Yes, yeah. So, the first HOH was confirmed by Hamster Watch like a day before, or like maybe the day that the first episode premiered, which was Thursday. But anyway, D from Survivor, she did win. Her noms were Mallory, Yash, and Taylor. Yash and Taylor seemed to take it pretty well. Mallory, as I am hearing, did not take it well. I guess she was like yelling and like cursing and like after the nomination.
I heard she
ceremony
was
and
calling
openly
D like a
asking-
wimp or like a little. She's like, "Didn't you win Survivor? Why are you being a little bitch?"
So I've heard that. I've heard that she like openly asked why someone like Barrett or Ashley wasn't put up.
That's not a good way to make friends. I heard her say,
Yeah,
"Why didn't you
no,
put up
so-
Kamu?" So she's bad-mouthing everyone.
As I'm thinking is a result of that blow up, Mallory is D's target.
An easy way to get a target too.
And-
Just wait for someone to freak out.
Yeah, that is a great way to become a target, yes. Pretty much all of my feed notes are from like the couple hours that I watched this morning before veto happened. The veto players picked were Barrett and Melody. And I don't know what the comp was, but it did not happen in the backyard. Where are my notes on this? Mallory talking about the veto comp. Her noms, if she were HOH, would be D, Kamu, and Haley.
Why is she talking about that when she's on the block? Well, unless she's campaigning.
Well, I feel like that's something you always got to be thinking about.
Yeah.
Angela and Mallory had like a really good like conversation. They seem like they trust each other.
I thought that
Angela
was
like,
snaky. I saw that
giving her a
too.
lot of like.
I saw that too.
Yeah?
And you know what my reaction was? There's Angela being a snake again because she's aligned with Dee and everybody else. There's her, like, she could be telling Mallory all this, like, oh yeah, baby, blah, blah, blah. But, like, she can't actually without betraying her other people. So it's, like, she might not be lying, but, like, she can't actually do that. So you're lying. Like, Angela is such a fake friend, but it's like she's just delusional enough that she doesn't know it.
Big Brother is literally who can be the fakest friend.
Yeah, but, like, Angela doesn't know she's being a fake friend. She thinks she's being, like, I don't know. Anyways.
Devins and Rome are playing chess right now.
That's where Final Twos are made.
That's going to be an interesting conversation to check back on. But anyway, Angela and Dee have, of course, had a lot of game talk. Kamu suggested, like, a backdoor plan to Dee.
Who did he want a backdoor?
I don't know. He just, like, suggested the concept of a backdoor without actually
Kind of have to have a
bringing
target.
any examples to the table. Dee said that if she needed to pick a renom, it would be Melody. So that is out there. Haley believes that she herself is the biggest threat among the women, like a comp threat, and yeah.
Maybe.
Seems that way.
Except, what's her job?
Like, she's buff.
What's her job, though? Like, occupation.
Telemedicine executive.
Okay, that's not... Yeah, I mean,
I don't
but
know,
I'm saying...
she played softball.
But, so she's saying that not knowing that there's a lawyer and a rocket scientist woman in there, so...
Maybe she meant it as threat to win, but I'll interpret it as, like a physical threat.
Yeah. I don't know why anyone would use the veto at this point on this first game.
Yeah, why would they do that?
There's no reason anyone would use the veto unless they're on the block.
They had the cams on Drew and Lyric talking about their confirmations, and apparently Drew's patron saint is called Saint Guy, because it was a cool name.
I watched it when Yash was talking to some people about his conversations with Dee, and I was like, you know what? If I was first HOH... I would tell, because Yash said that Dee was telling him, like, yeah, you know, people are throwing some names around, blah, blah, blah. Like, if I were the first HOH, I would tell the people, I'd be like, you know what, people are throwing your name out, I'll probably put you up. Like, and then they gotta go fix it. You know, I'd make it their problem. I'd be like, yeah, I'm just gonna put up who people, you know.
Found out that Dee was considering nominating Barrett and I think Drew until, like, sometime close to the ceremony when she changed her mind. I don't have any more, like...
I don't know. Well, they maybe they got aligned after that, and they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Barrett telling Taylor that he doesn't feel close to anyone, and then I added on, my man when he lies.
Yeah.
Well, Barrett and Taylor seem to be vibing with each other, and then Barrett talks about Blue Sky. And immediately, you know, the Blue Sky feed blows up because he's talking about... They started talking about the differences between the edited episodes and the feeds, and then the feeds themselves cut for like a minute.
Oh, for sure.
Which is really funny.
For sure.
Rome and Lyric, Lime, I
sitting
believe,
in a
is
tree.
what the ship is being called. Well, apparently Rome thinks that he's successfully covering up this thing that they have.
I saw this. He was talking to Lyric, and he was like, yeah, I told Chuck that, I was just in your bed to hear you because your voice was quiet, like, you lost your voice, so I just needed to hear you.
Yeah. Like, immediately after that, he goes, our little love story is safe for now, and then he kisses her on the forehead. Like, dude, it's day 5.
I don't know about it. Has anyone ever broken up on Big
Yeah.
Brother? In the Big Brother house? I feel like I've never seen that myself. I've never seen a couple, like, break up during the show.
Break up? I'm sure it's happened.
Without getting evicted, because I've never seen that.
I'm sure it's happened.
And that's gotta be fun. I'm happy Mallory won the veto, because she would have gone home, and I didn't want her to go home. I think there's potential. I didn't want her to go home yet. There's too much game to be played.
There's definitely potential there if the right people win.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I
HOH.
do think if it's Melody, Taylor, and Yash on the block, that Yash goes home, unless he manages to somehow convince people that they're gonna be really good allies. Like, he's kind of the clear one to go.
Well, we've also got the blockbuster to think about, because, like, Yash could totally win that.
Okay, well, if Yash wins, I have no idea who goes. Probably Taylor, because she was on the block first. But I think if Yash doesn't win, he will go home. You know what's good about Mallory winning the veto is because now we have some enemies made, because she was so upset about being on the block. We have some enemies now, which is fun.
Yeah.
That's always fun. I think Drew right now is in the best position at the end of this week, because
Drew
he's
is in a really
in
good spot,
the
yeah.
big main alliance, but he's not like a big figure. Like Dee has an enemy now. There's already people who don't like Angela. There's already people who don't like Devins. You know, you already said people have been kind of calling Barrett out on being kind of like back and forth with people. Drew's there.
What?
You know? Well, they call it Barrett on being like a pick to win, you know, like sneak you in.
Have I told you about this have not room yet? They just switched the feeds to it.
I saw the
completely
wheel.
forgot about
I
it.
did see them sleeping on the wheel
You
bed.
saw the video?
Yep.
Oh my god, that is diabolical. I was like,
And
oh, this
does
isn't so
production-
bad, and then I turned on the sound.
Does production make them sleep on the bed? Because I would sleep on the floor.
Wouldn't that just be more noisy?
I don't know. I didn't know there was noise. I was just looking at the wheel. What's wrong with the noise?
You didn't listen to the sound. Okay, yeah. So,
Is the
let me
table
see if
loud,
I can pull
creaking,
up.
or like what is?
Oh my god, here, I'm gonna play it for you. It's diabolical.
That's so mean. Who are the have-nots?
The have-nots are the people who recruited Devins. So, Devins, because he came last in the HOH comp, and then Chuck, Drew, Haley, and Taylor. Well, I think now we gotta move on to the Eat Your Words segment, where we make our bold or not so bold predictions for the coming week or set of weeks. Mine, as I've been talking about this whole time, is that Drew is a frickin' contender. And my statement of Drew is definitely not going to win is going to come bite me in the ass because he's going to
You're
get,
already
like,
eating that.
really
You're
far.
already eating those words.
I'm already eating that, and I'm okay with it.
think Yash goes home next week. This is just what I want, so I guess I'm not.
You think Yasha's going to lose the blockbuster?
Oh, I forgot about
Just no matter
that.
what it is?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, we got to think about that too.
Ugh. Okay.
Because I think he could totally win, and then we're going to have like a lame first boot.
Yeah. You know, that's another good. I guess that's a good thing about the blockbuster thing is it creates more enemies because like more people stay that were nominated, and it's good in the beginning.
Who's someone that could have like a really messy HOH? Dee's doesn't seem to really be that crazy.
No, Dee did it super clean.
I mean, there's some crazy stuff, but like...
Mallory. Make her HOH next.
Well, I mean, Mallory has said who she's putting up.
You know
It's
what?
Gonna be...
I think Haley would be an interesting HOH next. I have no idea who she would put up. And I don't think it would be boring.
Yeah, because Haley and Lala were both like in agreement that like Angela and Devins need to go.
I don't know the people well enough to do predictions then, but I guess so far I'm not eating my draft words. I think my draft is still good. I still think so. Jasmine's draft is a little bit rocky.
My draft is a little bit rocky. I can't believe I didn't just stack it with my favorite alliance, but you know, whatever. That's all we got for you.
We're done. We're done. It's so past my bedtime, guys. I'm such an early bedtime person. Okay. Thanks for joining our first Big Brother
Yeah.
episode.
Hell yeah. Follow our Spotify. Subscribe to us on YouTube at CTNL8R. Follow us on Blue Sky. That is also CTNL8R.bluesky.social. And then we'll link back to every other place that we're also doing this. And yeah.
Are you gonna keep watching
We'll
live
be
feeds?
back next
I'm
week.
gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed.
Going to bed. Hell yeah.
That's what I say every time I'm going to bed.